Welcome everyone, and welcome to Imagine This, the show where we discuss athletes and their impact on the world of sports. I'm your host, Yunier Martinez. We'll begin today's show with an individual who has changed the game of basketball.
His singular talent led to a new style of play and impacted the way kids today are learning to play the game of basketball. There's no doubt about it. Steph Curry is fundamentally changing the way basketball is played and viewed around the globe. It wasn't too long ago since Curry and the Golden State Warriors won their first championship in 2015, and Curry became arguably the greatest shooter of all time. Since then, the league has dramatically changed and teams are taking and making more three-point shots than ever before.
Kids all over the place are shooting it from 30 feet, trying to be like Steph.
So it leaves us asking, why is the league trending away further from the basket? The center position was the most dominant force in professional basketball during the physical era of the 90s. It was the bigs who controlled the action. Now, they've become less useful as the league turned into a positionless league.
He did that in the playoffs. That was when I was like, this is gonna change how people perceive basketball.
For the NBA, it was the best situation to happen to them. The league, from a business standpoint, saw a dramatic increase in all aspects. Curry's box office attraction has brought in enormous revenue for the NBA, as previous players did, like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Curry had the #1 selling jersey 3 times in his career from 2016 through 2018, and was the second behind LeBron James in the last 2 years. From an entertainment standpoint, each year the NBA saw a remarkable increase in television viewership. That's in large part to the game evolving into be more offensive heavy. Now, in today's game, teams are seen averaging no less than 100 points, a mark that Curry's impact is written all over it. Curry's small size continues to inspire people growing up. He's changed basketball forever by moving the game out to the perimeter and away from the key.
Curry and the Golden State Warriors are currently in the playoffs in hopes of winning their 4th championship. We now move to a different kind of sport, as this player is known for overcoming the odds.
When you think about the greatness of Tom Brady, you think about the 7 Super Bowls, or his dynasty with the New England Patriots, or maybe his Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But what might be his greatest accomplishment could be his longevity and still playing the game of football into his mid-40s. As Brady is getting ready for his 22nd NFL season and his 21st as a starting quarterback, his longevity is impacting the narrative about aging players. NFL players take massive punishment throughout their careers, many of which have been playing since they were 8 years old. By the time they hit 30, all that pounding catches up with them. For many of these players, they rely on their athleticism, and when that starts to decline, they're a shell of themselves. Quarterbacks like Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and Matthew Stafford are all in their mid-30s and are still projected to be elite heading into their 40s. In past years, no matter how good the player played this season before, if they were approaching their 30s, team owners would be hesitant to stick by them.
The game of football, as we all know, is a physical sport. Brady is truly a testament to NFL longevity and leads the way for a new era for quarterbacks. Now, the greatest thing about sports is they can unite us. This player has affected lives more off the court than on it. Let's take a look.
When the name LeBron James is mentioned, you may think of the basketball player and what he brings to the game. He's arguably the most accomplished player in NBA history. But what is a true testament to his legacy may be the influence that he brings off the court. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar is more than just an athlete, as he's proven to do more off the court than he has on it. James is as vocal as any modern athlete when it comes to injustice and racial inequality. He made it a goal to help those who are less fortunate by utilizing his fame to bring real change no matter the backlash. For example, starting an I Promise school for kids in his community. He's given passionate speeches on the biggest stage like the ESPYs and Sports Illustrated, which he brought awareness to social issues, as well as using his social media platforms to express his thoughts and to fight for equality. In 2018, Fox host Laura Ingraham criticized James and Kevin Durant for their recent comments on social issues by rudely asking them to shut up and dribble. Her criticism sparked headlines all over media outlets. For LeBron, it was the first time he spoke out.
We will definitely not shut up and dribble. I would definitely not do that. I mean too much to society. I mean too much to the youth. I mean too much to the to so many kids that feel like they don't have a way out, and they need someone to help lead them out of the situation they're in.
James continues to stand up for what he believes in and transcended the way athletes today are seen. He refers to Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Bill Russell, and Jackie Robinson as athletes who previously spoke up for equality and change without concerns about the consequences they would face. More than an athlete sums up LeBron's incredible life story while inspiring others to strive for greatness.
James is currently preparing for his 20th season with the Los Angeles Lakers. Stay tuned, everyone, as we take a short break. We'll be right back to Imagine This.